Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another video. I'm actually back with my last video of 2019. It's crazy to me. I'm already doing another favorites video. We are ending a decade here. We're starting 2020. I'm a little nervous here. I'm a little excited to just call it a wrap on this year. But I know what I want to do in 2020 and stuff like that makes me nervous. But that's not why you guys are here. You guys are here to hear me talk about my favorite products of 2019. So if you'd like to know what that is, then just stay tuned. So I usually do these videos by just running down how you would put the products on your face. So first would be brow products. I really don't have a favorites brow product. The benefit of having your brows microbladed there, it makes it easier to do. They're pretty much already filled in, so you don't have to do much. So really I just use whatever's around. But I guess you could say like my go-to would be the Fenty brow pencil or the Benefit brow pencil, either one of those. So that's that on that. Let's just move on there to the next thing I would do, which is prime my face. Listen, I know actually a lot of people don't like this product, but she was one of my favorites this year. It is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. You know, its main points are to hydrate your face and to really grip your makeup so it doesn't move, it doesn't do any of that stuff. I feel like it does that, all right? She is one of my go-to primers. I use three primers together. But under, you know, if I'm going for a matte look, I'm gonna still use this even though it's not an oil controlling primer. If I'm going for a dewy look, I'm certainly gonna use this because I do feel like it hydrates, you know, it helps me give me that not shiny, that's that glowy look there that still works on my oily skin. So yes, I'm all the way here. I'll be carrying her into 2020, best believe that. And the other primer that I use it with is the Farsali Liquid Glass. Look at the bottle. Like, here's the thing, when you try new products so often, you realize, you know, all your products maybe get like a dent in it. So when you see products where it's like already all the way down here, and I haven't really had it that long, that's how you know, like, you know, you're really loving it and you're really getting the chance to use it here. This is Liquid Glass by Farsali. Honorable mention to Skin Tune Blur from Farsali. That was in last year's yearly favorites. It's still a favorite, but you know, these are the go-to favorites right now. You know, mid-year, I was just like, I'm not really here for, you know, all of the matte whatever-ish type products like that. So I kind of switched it up a lot to, you know, more hydrating, somewhat dewy finish type products. And you know, I found this. I used it in the glass skin tutorial video, which is really where it like kicked off for me, and I've just been using it ever since. So these two together, this one all over my face, and then the milk in my T-zone, and then the third primer that I use is from Hard Candy. It's their Hydrating Primer Mist. I put these two on and then I spray my entire face before I go into the rest of my makeup. I'm telling y'all, it's chef's kiss, all right? Something about this spray just melts your face all together. Like, I hear that a lot about the Morphe setting spray, but this spray right here, and it's affordable, all right? It's Hard Candy. Do things cost like $1 at Hard? I'm being dramatic here, but like, it's not going to be expensive, and it does wonders for your face. So certainly taking all three into the new year. The next two steps kind of alternate. It depends on the day. Some days I'll skip what I'm about to say, so I'll just go right into the next. But we're gonna mention it right now because it's my yearly favorites. I really kind of gave up highlight in 2019. If you guys noticed, or if you didn't notice, I don't really like wearing a highlight on top of my makeup anymore. I really don't like wearing it in general. But if I am gonna do it, I'm usually going to do it under my makeup. And to do that, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. Getting brands mixed up here. Wonder Glow. Now here's the thing, like I said, I don't really do this every day. It just depends on the day, you know. Why not do it? Why not? I kind of found a new use for this. I know it's going to sound weird, but I use this with my concealer. You know, I was on Twitter, I saw a tip from, you know, one of my fave creators there. They were just like, you know, mix your concealer. They said the Milk Concealer. I really find like this mixed with any concealer and looks good under your eye, but mix this with your concealer where you would highlight using concealer, and it's gonna look bomb on your face. And I've done that literally ever since. That's literally what you guys see in every video that I upload. So I actually use this for that more than I use it for highlight. Some days I'll do both. I'll highlight under my makeup and I'll use this with my concealer, but that's mostly what I use this for, but it's kind of the only highlight that I use. So next up would be concealer, and it's always kind of been hard for me when it comes to concealer because I've never really had a favorite. Like I feel like other people have, you know, NARS Radiant is their go-to, Tarte Shape Tape is their go-to. I don't have that, which is why I kind of keep trying every concealer that I come across, because I'm just hoping like, okay, that's gonna be that one that kind of gives me that like I can't live without you type feel, and I still low-key don't have that. But you know, I have one or two that they're pretty much the concealers I've worn for a majority of the year. The first one, I'm pretty sure like everything that I'm about to mention in this video is on my face right now, especially this concealer. This is the True Blend concealer from CoverGirl in the shade D500. I actually use D500 for my actual under eye area, and then D700 for my nose area, just because it's a little deeper, so it actually matches my skin tone a little bit more, and it kind of helps with my glasses marks there. Just throwing that out there. But it's an affordable concealer. Again, this is a product I feel like a lot of people don't like for some reason. Maybe it's just something about me. I end up liking things that other people don't like. But I feel like a lot of people don't like this concealer. I would say it's like a soft matte-ish type finish. I would say it's got really good coverage. I like the coverage of this concealer there. Yeah, I'm not really sure why people don't like it, but I like it there. With mixing it with the Charlotte Wonder Glow and then the powders that I use to set it, like I don't really crease that bad. Like I told you guys I'm always gonna crease in like this area right here, but other than that, like I don't really crease that much. So this is one of my, I guess you could say, go-to concealers. Another one that I liked throughout the year is the Nabla. Y'all said it's pronounced Nabla, so that's what I'm gonna say. The Nabla Close Up Stay Full Smooth Concealer in the shade Almond. She's a little too lightweight for me. I think that's why right now I just kind of use it to clean up my brows. That's really what I use it for. It was a little too lightweight for me, so if you like those type of concealers, I think you would really like this one, because that's really the only like negative thing I could say about this concealer. I kind of like lighter foundations, but you know, more maybe not light is what I'm looking for, because I don't like heavy type makeup, but full coverage there, I guess, is what I'm going for here. I like a little bit more full coverage, medium full coverage type concealers. So that's why, you know, again, it's not a favorite of mine. And another one, which I keep saying that I'm going to try in different shades because it's a good concealer, but again, I just don't have anything in me that's like, yes, this is my go-to, is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. You are in the shade 420. I literally can't think of anything that's wrong with this concealer when I use it, which is why I don't understand like why I don't, like, you guys just get that feeling when something is your favorite product and you know you're excited to talk about it and you're excited to flex when people say like, what's your favorite, whatever. I just don't have that with any concealer for any like, it's weird. But again, this is a concealer I found myself using a lot of the time throughout the year, so I'm throwing it in this video. Now, the thing that is talked about the most here on my channel is foundation, and I feel like I always get questions on what my favorite foundation is. I only have one favorite foundation for the year 2019. That is the NYX, you think I would know the name of it, Born to Glow? Yes, Born to Glow foundation. This is in the shade 21 Cocoa. Listen, she's affordable, all right? She looks good on my skin. I feel like this shade match is the shade match of shade matches. I ain't got like no complaints about this foundation. Now, again, you know, I've been pretty surprised that this year so many glowy, dewy products work on me, but I feel like if you prep your skin correctly before you start putting makeup on, then even if you have oily skin, you can get that type of, you know, glow, dew, everyday-ish type. I mean, I'm not sure I'm really going for a glowy look. I think I'm going for like just a natural, you know, like your skin but better-ish type look with a medium coverage. I know that's asking for a lot. but this gives it to me, all right? And I have no complaints. It is my favorite foundation, I think, ever, y'all. I know that's saying a lot because I used to say my favorite foundation was the Cover FX Power Play. But she's a little too matte for me. I feel like if you're going for that matte though, you know, that's a good foundation for you. But this might just take the reign as my favorite foundation ever. But I'll give an honorable mention to another foundation I feel like I wore for a good amount of the year. That is the NARS Sheer Glow in New Caledonia Dark 2. Yes. Again, NARS Sheer Glow. Neither of these foundations give me like issues, even though I have oily skin. You just set your face correctly and your face is still popping by the end of the day. Honorable mention to you though, my favorite foundation is this one. The amount of powders that I pulled to show you guys lets me know that I've got a problem when it comes to setting powders, but my favorite setting powders of the year, starting out, you know, a little bougie there. This is the La Mer translucent powder. Again, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I am pretty sure you're not supposed to use this powder how I use it, but I keep using it that way and, you know, my face still looks fine. I low-key, on the lowest of keys, bake with this powder. I'm really sure you're not supposed to do that. I don't have flashback, so there's that. And, you know, maybe just do that during the day because no one's taking flash pictures during the day. But I use a very tiny amount with this powder first, and then I go in with this powder. This is the Fenty Beauty powder in Banana on top. A little bit more though when I use this one. And then I just let that sit on my face. So these are my two favorite under eye concealer setting powders. And then my favorite all over face powder is the Sephora Micro Smooth powder in Deep 60. Yes, in the shade Deep 60. This powder, this is Facetune in a little container. Like, Micro Smooth powder. She's all of that and then some. I heard they might be discontinuing this powder. If so, someone needs to go buy 5 because I can never run out of this powder. However, another honorable mention there for an all over powder and more affordable is the Milani Make It Last translucent powder. What are you called? Yes, I was right. Make It Last powder in medium deep. This is the powder that made me stop using the Laura Mercier powder, all right? So you got a little guess there on how much I like this powder. Still got a good amount in there. You know it's affordable, it's Milani there. So this is an alternative if you don't or can't find the Micro Smooth, because for a minute I couldn't find the Micro Smooth in store. It was always sold out or it was just like some weird thing there. And the last, no, I was wrong. The second to last honorable mention I have is Deep Peach from ABH. I feel like if you do want, you know, more of a matte finish, this is your friend here. And this color, Deep Peach, is really good for, you know, my skin tone or deeper on your under eye. It's not too dark where you can still, you know, get that highlighted effect on your under eye, but it's not so bright because ABH does have a white one like this, which actually the two mixed together doesn't look crazy on my skin tone. I don't think I've ever tried just the straight up white by itself, but if you don't like, you know, white powders to set your concealer, this is a great option. And then the last one I have is the MAC Fix, Studio Fix, what are you called? The Studio Fix powder in NW45. Now I am not the shade NW45, so you know, like it's lighter than me because I use it to set my under eye. This is what that shade looks like. I feel like if you use this on your under eye, like your face ain't moving, like it's not going anywhere. So this is also a nice powder. But the La Mer, Fenty, and Sephora, yearly faves. Now moving into contour, bronzer, stuff like that. When we're talking contour, bronzer, and you're my skin tone, it's low-key just you gonna use whatever's available and like it. But thanks to a brand that actually launched this year, I can say I have a favorite contour product. Is the Uma Beauty Contour Stick. This is in T3 Double Take Sculpt and Stroke Duo Stick Black Pearl. Listen, she goes deep, okay? This is what this shade looks like there. And actually, again, with the whole, you know, I don't really like highlight like that, I'll also use the other end, which is a highlights option, and I'll rub it around my finger and then pat it in either under or over my foundation. That's what the highlight shade looks like. Those are really the only two highlights I'll wear there. But shout out to Uma Beauty for giving me an option for contour. This is my favorite product. And it's funny because a while ago, like I used to say, like I hate creamy products for my contour, but you know, I think now moving with the whole dewy, glowy-ish face there, you know, that's why I'm digging it. All right, moving on to bronzers. I feel like, you know, we stepped it up a tad bit. This year we had some launches for bronzers where it was like, okay, we remember that we need to come out with more than 2. However, with brands coming out with a new foundation or eyeshadow palette once a week, I feel like we can let someone on the team know, like, maybe we should stock up on some of the other categories that we offer. I'm just saying. So my favorite bronzers actually come in as a tie. I'm not sure I like one more than the other. So first is the Benefit Toasted bronzer. This is what that one looks like, and then the other one is the Prime Beauty bronzer. This is in Chocolate Liddy. I actually wouldn't bronze with this one. If you're my skin tone and you'd like a contour, I also use this as contour. Sometimes the one I use is the shade Brownsville. I don't feel like going to get it, but it's from Prime Beauty. But look at this. Look at this bronzer that they came out with. Like I said, we made some progress, Black owned. We made some progress this year in 2019. And then an honorable mention is the Fenty Mocha Mami bronzer. For me, this is a very like summery, spring summery type bronzer. You know, when you're trying to be that Mocha Mami, it's mocha. Y'all already know what it is with me in this name. But that's what you break this out for. You know, when you try to be that bronze toasted goddess there, that's what you break this one out for. So, you know, she's on the shelf right now for winter, but once summer comes back around, she's gonna be on my face there. So that's why it's an honorable mention. Okay, let's move on to blush. Y'all know I just started wearing blush in recent years, but I found some favorites this year. First is from Ben Nye. It's this blush wheel here. I like creamy blushes and then like putting powder blushes on top, so this is great for that. It gives you a whole bunch of options to use there. Absolutely loved this throughout the year of 2019. One of my favorite powder blushes is this Makeup Shayla ColourPop Under Construction, oh, can I open it? Collab blush in the shade Whistle While You Work. Listen, a couple years ago, I never would have thought I would like a blush this color, but it's not this, you know, dramatic on the face. It gives you like a nice little rosy type tint to your cheeks there, so that's why I like this shade. And I feel like, you know, my favorite blush of the year is from Mented. It's their Clay Too Much blush, and like, look at it. Like, why would this not be my favorite blush of the year? Like, this is the perfect shade for my skin tone, for, again, that, you know, everyday brownie rosy type blush there. So shout out to Mented, came through this year. They really did. Oh, I should give it like an honorable mention to their setting powders. Those setting powders were nice from Mented. And the foundation stick. Mented really came through this year. And now setting spray. I have one favorite and one honorable mention. My favorite setting spray of the year was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Mist. Yes, Dewy Mist. I sprayed this once after I put my foundation on, so before a setting powder, and then once again to actually set my entire face. And again, just in combination with all the other products that I use, helps me keep my face on, even though I do have all these dewy-ish type products on my face, and I'm someone who has oily skin. And the other product is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar setting spray. Listen, she smells good, one. Two, she has like the best nozzle I've ever come across in a spray. How can I spray this and show y'all? So I think I just did, but I don't want to spray myself in the face. But like, she just comes out so nice. You know, you don't have to fight with this. Those setting sprays that like hit you in the face and you just have to like rethink everything you've done it. It smells good too. Like, the smell is hitting my face while I'm talking. That's why I cut myself off there. But other than, you know, it spraying out nice, and smelling nice. It really gives you like a fresh look and feel to your face. It feels great, by the way, on the face. Like, it kind of has like a cooling-ish type of effect, but it sets your face. It gives you like this really natural skin-like-ish type finish there. So that's why it gets an honorable mention, because I've used quite a bit of this as well. As far as lipstick goes, I don't really have a favorite. When you have 300, it just ends up being those. I'm just gonna use whatever I see first there. I guess you could say my favorite lip liner, which isn't a lip liner, it's actually a lipstick, is the Be Elegant Triple Fudge Brownie, which of course I don't wear today. Today I'm wearing those colors Chocolate Wasted, but really just any brown is gonna be my favorite. So let's just finish this up with my favorite eyeshadow palettes of the year, which I realize I low-key don't have one. I don't feel like I have a palette that, you know, again, like that's kind of like the concealer thing where it's like, this is my go-to. I feel like other people have it. They're like, oh, you know, the James Charles is my favorite palette. The, I don't know, Huda is my favorite palette. I don't have that, but I have two that I feel I used enough in reoccurring videos I can mention them in this video. First is the Pat McGrath Mothership 5. Did I get this year? No, this year, right? So I guess that counts there. This is what this palette looks like. I also did someone's makeup for prom this prom season, and this is the palette that I use. So I feel like, you know, she's a very convenient palette for makeup artists out there for proms, weddings, and this is also a very like everyday-ish type palette. I also kind of noticed that too when I was trying to pick a palette. Like, this is very easy for, you know, a quick out the door look, so I think that's why I'm gonna mention it in this video. And you know, the other palette, I feel like you guys low-key already guessed what it is. Cousin Jackie came through and gave the deep skin girls a palette that was actually made for their skin tone. I realized that I use this palette a lot in videos. It's just really convenient, and you know, like she said when she announced the palette, she made it with, you know, deeper complexions in mind, so it's just easy when you know, like, it's not shadows you're gonna have to fight with. It's what I have on my eyes right now. Like, again, it's very useful for that easy type of look there. This is really just this shade and this shade thrown on my eyes there. And the colors, you know, they give you some colorful, you know, you can play around a little bit. This shade here, Wigglies, created Dramageddon 47 here this year, and then you get, you know, your natural everyday shadows out of this too. So those are the two that I'm throwing in my favorites video because I feel like I used them the most, I guess. And just like that, my yearly favorites video is done, and I am done with my last video of 2019. I just want to thank you guys so much for just all the love and support that you guys have shown me this year. This was a really big year for me. You know, you have those days where you're just like, does what I do even matter? Like, does anyone even care? But like, when I sit back and I think of like the things I've actually done in 2019, I realize, like, yeah, it does matter, and people actually care, and people like you, and I don't like getting sentimental, so we're just gonna keep pushing here. But I just want to let you guys know that I really do appreciate all of you. If you've been here forever, thank you for sticking around. If you are new here, welcome to the family. Your girl's gonna try to end this video without crying because she's an Aquarius and she's a big crybaby. Alright, so if you hear me talking faster, it's because I'm trying to wrap this up before I start crying. But if you are new here, welcome to the fam, alright? We don't bite. We got smart mouths, but you know, we don't bite here. We're friendly, I swear. And I really just, you know, hope you guys will go into 2020 with me and stick around for the things I have planned there, because you know, it only goes up from here, alright? We don't stay stagnant over here. We keep growing. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys had an amazing 2019. I hope you guys have an amazing 2020. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. So make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the new year.